1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins and Trevor.
So out of nowhere, they've created, let's say it's a mortgage of £100,000. They've created £100,000 into the money supply, which actually came from nowhere. They simply got a debit entry in their books. So, and that process, if you like, makes up the vast majority of the money supply. It's called the money supply. And as I say, probably most people, I used to work in finance, so I'm a bit more aware of it, but most people would think of money as cash, and it's the tangible end of what is otherwise a computerized system. And before we had the computers, banks used to have, by all accounts, great big ledgers, heavy books, and every customer had their own page or pages. And every time they paid some money in, it was written in, Mr. Bloggs paid in £30 to his account, and they put it onto his balance. And every customer was treated in that way. If they took money out, the same thing applied. And going back a long time, when countries used to operate what they called the gold standard, so they had to operate, certainly for their cash money, they couldn't issue more cash money than there was gold in their reserves. And for probably 100 years or so, from about 1870, for about 100 years, it was the gold standard. So a bank couldn't, and a country couldn't have more money in its money supply than they had gold as an asset. I think the USA abandoned their gold standard, and probably we did as well, in about 1971. So it was 100 years. And then they took on what's called the fiat, like the old car, the fiat standard system, which was really an accounting unit. So money then became very much an accounting unit. And I suppose when we talk of people's wealth, it's a strange thing, but if you think of billionaires, now Elon Musk, apparently the richest man in the world, he's not, I saw the other day, with the improved stock market in America, I think they say as a result of Trump becoming president, his wealth went up. This is Musk's wealth, by about $250 billion. That's not increasing what he had. That was just the increase. And I forget what I've read before that he was worth. He paid for Twitter, and then he changed it to X. I think he paid $44 billion for that. Of course, but he's not got that in cash. It really illustrates the point that wealth is really in the form nowadays of a computer entry. That's all it really is. And, it sounds a bit thin, because to think there's nothing specifically tangible behind all these transactions. If I transfer money to you or you transfer money to me, there's nothing taking place except the value of that money. If you're sending me money, I'm giving you something back, and that is what it's about. And that, in a way, takes us back to why we have money. If you go back to when God was a boy, as they say, with the caveman, and he would go out and try and find the food and stuff for his family, and that was the start of it. And then there were other families, and basically somebody wanted some bananas and somebody had some oranges, so they swapped, and that became an exchange. And eventually, I guess, a bright, clever person said, well, why don't we have a system whereby...
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Wednesday afternoon. Hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. The leader of our gang will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything Cuz does. And fund the aim of everything Cuz does.